Hello everyone, this is Paula here. I am back to share my latest journal with you. If I can get this thing in the middle, that is. I'm having a little trouble figuring this thing out for some reason. It's not, I think I don't know, this thing is kind of loose. It's getting all wonky on me. There we go. And this one is a clasp envelope, so it's 9 by 6. And Miss Bonnie sent me this fabric and I thought it was so gorgeous. So I sewed it onto the envelope and used it as the cover because I super love it. And I just did a bunch of layering. She sent me a bunch of different little like hankies and doilies and things. So I just did a bunch of trimming and layering with it. She sent me some buttons, so I used those buttons and one of my flowers and an old vintage flower and one of my bows. Sewed her on some book page. Just did a bunch of layering with a bunch of different vintage stuff. And did the spine, put some little bows in the middle. And then here's the back. I love this fabric. Love it. Eyelet closure. Not so sorry silk. LOL. Just kidding. I have to call it that just because it's not what I thought it was going to be. But I love it anyways. But, you know, I just thought it was funny. That it wasn't silky like I wanted. But yeah, that's just one signature. And let's go inside. And I just used a bunch of random kits in here, like, well, not really kits. I just used leftover papers I had from some kits. And some of them are Artie Mae, Tsunami Rose, Dreams, etc. I think those are the three main ones I have in here. And I just sewed some coffee dyed paper on the inside and put some lines on it. And did a little flip and used this vintage wedding dress that Amelia sent me. And just put some ephemera inside. I'm trying to use up a bunch of ephemera I have already cut out because I have so much of it. And it is overwhelming over there. Oh, that's the next journal I'm doing a video on, but there's 3 bins of it, and it's just, that's not even all of it. I have another bin over there. So it's actually crazy. I have a ton of it. And I just want to use it before I cut anymore. And this is Graphic 45 I used on the spine. And this pretty one. I think that one's Artie Mae's. Did a little stamping, some documents off of Etsy. This little bag flips out and has a little Artie Mae's tag in there. Just sewed that on. I want to say this is Fiona's idea. I can't remember. I'm going to have to look it up whose video I seen that sewed their stuff on. I want to say it's Fiona. But I will definitely look it up and link her description below on how she does that. So you can watch the video because it's a cool idea. Some little flower tuck with this gorgeous tag. And then this is just a little envelope, and I just tied it with some of the silk, and there's nothing in it, but I just ran a string through it and tied it with my hands willing, I should say, because they're not so willing sometimes. But I just thought that was super cute. I think this envelope design was Genevieve's, one of her little designs. And I just kind of tucked it in there like that. Did a corner punching. And another little flip with some layering. And I just sewed some fabric to this tag with the Tiffany stamp on it and coffee dyed paper on the back. And tucked that in there. Oh, and Ephemera's Vintage Garden is a little bit of her ephemera in here. And in the bag, I did some Hermelinda tags out of some scrap paper I had. Sorry, my phone was being silly. And just tucked that in there with this postcard. And I sewed this bag on as well, and you'll see how she does that. And just some leftover paper out of my stash. And all the trims on here are the vintage trims, except for maybe one that came off a bunch of doilies that Vonnie sent me. Oh my goodness. So sad to cut them up, but I love all the trim. And here is a tuck. And another little short tag. And then this flips open for journaling. Just tuck that in there, and I just snug that one right in there. Little doily, dreams, etc. And this is Tsunami Rose, one of her new printables, and I love it. I just added some trim up there, and it flips up. And I just put some lines on it. So for extra journaling. And over here, belly band with this gorgeous tag. And I just added some bling and a flower, some extra paper. And if I drop stuff today, yeah, sorry, because my hands are being crazy today. A bag with some extra ephemera. And this is some bridge tally cards that Vonnie sent me. You could color that in. Some vintage little tags. Love those. And over here, I just have another of Tsunami Rose's new flower ephemera. And this paper clip just holds this on and it flips down for extra journaling. And I just tuck that in there, and another coffee dyed tag for extra journaling. Little top band with this journaling card, and did some layering with some vintage fabric. And just some extra paper, envelope paper. I love that. So cute. Oopsie. And over here, I just did it like a little tuck with this gorgeous tag. Up and down. And that's one of Patricia's, my version of Patricia's flowers. I love this trim. It's just awesome. Cotton trim. And a little flip. It's a beautiful butterfly. I punched out a corrugated cardboard. I love that too. And I just sewed some coffee dyed fabric. And this all unclips. And I just stamped a couple of these little tags in there. And it all comes apart. And this journaling card. Another little tag. A little pocket over here. I just did some layering and two little tiny pieces of ephemera that I think was so cute. A guest check, journaling card, and another little envelope. Folded up paper envelope. I like doing those. And over here I just glued this down for extra journaling with another one of my flowers. And I sewed this bag on as well. And I will, like I said, just added some trim. Link the way she did it below. And I just added that with this pretty card. Dreams, etc. Another big old tag I made. piping, another little tuck spot, another little tally card. They're so cool. They're so old looking. It doesn't say on it how old they are, but they are, I could tell they're pretty old, and I love this little goodness. And this comes off. Well, it's two different sides, and this side I did some layering for this tag, but this comes completely off, and it's just extra paper. Come here. For journaling. You can flip that up and journal underneath there. Just a little something something different to do. I don't remember how I had that. There we go. So I just tucked this one in there. Both of these tags are dreams, etc., and I just tucked that one in there. I love the colors in this. So pretty. All these kits are pretty that are in here. All of this is vintagey. Love it. This flips out. Flip down. Just a little dangle trim up there, which I got some glue stick strings on so they're not minding. Another little vintage flower. This is out of the old, really old book. I guess if I call it really old, I must be really old too, because it's only a couple years older than me, but it seems super old. And I just did a little belly band. I sewed down the middle and just added some little cuteness to it. And then this flips out. Just use some washi tape on it. Document. Just did a bunch of layering on this little candy bag and stuck this envelope, well, journaling paper made into a letter in it, and then I stuck these two behind it. Oh, that's so cute. Just added a bunch of trims and stuff to it. I love this trim. Love all this vintage stuff. Just don't even want to use it because I just love it so much. And then I have another big old tag. And then this actually comes completely up. So you can journal on the whole entire back and on this and inside it as well. And I just did some little stenciling on it. Then I just put this little ticket here to tuck it. Oops, I'm smashing it. Like that. And then put that behind it. And that is my latest loveliness, which I love so much. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I cannot make a little skinny mini Min, but I tried. This one's a little smaller than the last few, but still chunky monkey. And this one is for sale, so if you are interested, I will post my Facebook and Bloomin' Sticks page below, and you can contact me on there for the information. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll have another video up like here in a minute. Thank you. Bye-bye.